Hi guys, it's Ruth Delgado, and this is Ruth Delgado Glamour Page. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back and checking me out and seeing what I'm up to now. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, shame on you. Psych, no. I'm just joking. If you haven't been here before, you've been missing out. I've been up to some things. I've been doing some things. I've been staying in motion, and I've been working on self-love, self-care, and providing a vibe for myself that's a lot better than what I'm used to, and a lot more what I feel like I deserve. Because I feel like, honestly, we don't give ourselves what we really deserve, but then we demand of others to give us what we deserve. It starts with us. So, what I'm going to be doing today, as you guys can see, I'm in my bathroom again. If you guys seen my video of me being in my bathroom before, which was yesterday, of my Spa Day Friday, the start off of my spa 3 video actually, series. This is the second video. So the first one is already up. If you've seen it, great. I hope you loved it. If you haven't seen it yet, check that out after you watch this. Anyways, I'm gonna get into the flow of things and let you guys know what I'm doing today. But first, I'm going to welcome you guys, and I'm going to let you know thank you for coming, and I'm going to let you know if you love what you see, if this is a vibe that you like, check it out. Looks good, right? Nice scenery and everything. Listen, if you like my personality, if I'm snazzy enough for you, if you can vibe with me, and if you like my channel, if you like my videos, why not press that thumb up button? Why not press that like button? And why not subscribe and become a part of the family? You know, why not? Why not become one of my true tribes? I love you guys. Why not? So go ahead, press that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel so you'll be able to see all of my videos and you'll be a part of the family, and you'll give me some footage in YouTube, putting my video out and letting people know that I'm out here, and y'all can vibe with me, and we can take care of ourselves together and teach ourselves how we can actually live a better, more intriguing, vibing, self-care life, and not have to feel like miserable because we have so much craziness in the world, sicknesses and all kinds of foolishness. We don't really have to be a part of that if we don't really want to. We are in it necessarily, but we don't have to be a part of it. We can set ourselves apart from it, and we can recreate what we really want in our lives and let that produce into the world. Let that energy, flow. So, without further ado, I am about to get in motion of what I'm going to be doing today. So, what I'm doing is a facial intense face care routine with some new steps, 7 steps, because I have new products that I'm just about to be using, even though this is my second time doing this video because I've recorded it before, but I lost my footage, as I've mentioned to you guys already. So because of that, I'm doing it again, even better this time, baby. Why not? Okay, let's get it popping. So if you guys see me looking down, of course you can see I take notes so that I don't feel wacky and all over the place when I come to talk to you guys, because sometimes I will go blank. It's like I don't see y'all, but I know y'all gonna be watching, so it's sort of a slight, I don't know what you call it, like public speaking type thing, I guess you could say. Sometimes I just think about what I'm doing a little too much, but anyway, when I have my notes in front of me, it helps me out. So guys, don't mind me. Oh, by the way, guys, I can't wait until I bedazzle this up so y'all can see how my bedazzled journals look, because this is one of my journals that I bedazzle up for my Essence of Dazzle. I have bedazzled journey journals, and if you go over to my Facebook or my Instagram, then you will be able to see that I have actually already 2 examples of completely bedazzled journals like this one, but this is one that I haven't bedazzled yet, but I will. And so guys, continue to check my videos out, and you guys will be able to see one day how I make this real spiffy, because I keep my notes and, you know, different information in here and everything. So I know even though I'm almost finished writing in it, I know I'm gonna I always keep my journals and my notes and stuff. So why not dazzle it up? Actually, which reminds me, check me out, y'all. Y'all like it? Fishy? Seahorse? Says Cancer, which is my zodiac sign, and this is the Cancer crab, as y'all see it, hand bedazzled by yours truly. And I'm going to turn around so y'all can see the back, the water sign, and the word water, because of course if anybody's a Cancer that follows me, you know Cancer sign is water sign. So this is a product of my creations, which I make multiple different products like these and others, where I put glass crystals and stones on a little bit of everything. I put it on shirts, I put it on tights, put it on shoes, have them on my flip-flops right now. And you can wash your clothes and everything, and the stones will stay. Now, mind you, from time to time, especially over time, it is possible that some of the stones may come off just from wear and tear. But as you guys can see, this shirt and these tights right here that I'm wearing, everything is intact. And I didn't just recently create this. So y'all, check me out. Put a comment in the comment section, or if you see my videos with my business card has all of the information. I don't have my business cards right in front of me because, as you guys know, I am in my bathroom right now. And I had to sit down to be able to get a good scenery for you guys, because standing up, I didn't have anything high enough in my bathroom to be able to sit the laptop on. So I had to make it do what it do with what I had. So, y'all, I'm blinging. I'm bling, bling, blinging right now. Essence of Dazzle. If you like the bling, you like sparkle, you like shine, holla at your girl. I'll make it yours like I made this mine. All right, guys. So, without further ado, no more chatting. I'm going to get to business and get to work. But first, I'm going to give you guys a rough draft of what I'm about to do. So like I said, the name of this is Facial Intense Face Care Routine with some new steps, 7 steps, because this will include some of the new products that I will let you guys know of what's new that I just purchased and started using. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to wash my face with my face wash from my set right here that I'm going to show you guys. It's called Luxne Natural Luxurious Skincare. So this is a complete set with this, and I don't know how that is even coming out. Wow. Hold on, guys. Some of my stuff spilled out, and I don't know how, but it's okay. We're gonna make it do what it do. We'll clean it up later. But anyways, hope you guys could see that. that is basically my entire kit, including my tool of what I'm going to be using to suction and extract like the impurities, the goo, the oils, and all of that craziness that's in my pores and in my skin, blackheads, whiteheads, all that craziness. I'm going to be doing that as well. I'm going to do this honey face mask right here. I'm going to be putting that on, as well as I'm going to wrap my face up with a towel, a very, very hot towel. Make sure that it's very steamed, got steam coming out, because I'm going to steam my face before I do the extracting. And then I will be doing the rest of that box. I'm going to wash my face first. That's what I'm about to do. And I'm going to be doing the rest of the box after I do the extracting of my face with the suction tool. Then I'm going to use my rose quartz tool, which is in this box right here. I got majority of this stuff off Amazon. So I have this rose quartz tool set, and this is what I'm about to be using as well today. These are some of the new products that I was talking about. This, as well as the face mask, as well as the tool, this tool here that I'm going to be using to suction, get my pores cleaned out and everything. Like I said, I have used this before already, but my video just disappeared, so this is going to be the second video that I'm recording, but this is the first one that y'all actually able to see. So I'm going to get this out today, and I'm about to get started right now. So guys, I am about to stand up, so like I've already informed you guys of, when I stand, oh, excuse me with the bonnet. I didn't feel like doing my hair before this. I had my hair all nicely, freshly washed up and everything, but I just did not feel like doing anything else to it, so I haven't. So that's why I have this bonnet on right now. But trust me guys, soon my hair will be done, and y'all more than likely will probably be the first ones to see it. If I don't decide to make a video where I straighten it and, you know, curl it or do whatever I'm going to do to it in front of y'all anyway. I'll think about it. But anywho, I'm going to get to work because I'm already past 10 minutes and I haven't even started. So let me get going. First, I'm going to wash my face with this, like I've told you guys about, glycerine acid cleanser. Then, once I'm finished washing my face with that, I'm going to then excuse me guys. One thing about having my computer in here, I have to be very careful because I do not want to wet it. And I also have to be very careful that I don't get these products in my eyes. My apologies guys, the angle that y'all looking at right now. I told y'all that's why I brought the chair in here, so y'all can actually be able to see my face. But fortunately y'all can't see my face while I'm washing my face. So I showed y'all what I'm using, and I'm about to also use this here once it starts working. What's going on? I'm going to sit back down to do this. Why is it on? Why isn't it on? I know these are good batteries, so why isn't it coming on? Stop playing. Y'all, my batteries went out, and now I just put new batteries in there and they're not working. So you know what? Guess what? We're gonna use it anyway. We're just gonna have to deliberately just do this. So usually it has a vibration, and vibration is usually on when the batteries is in there, but like I told you guys, unfortunately right now the batteries is like acting foolish. So this feels really good on my skin, even without the batteries, just because of the bristles and the brush. If you guys watched the video I did yesterday, how I explained to you guys that whenever I use my brush on my body and my hair, how exfoliating and good it feels. Same thing with this brush with my skin and my face. Same type of situation. Like, it feels like really good, and it feels like it's really getting in there and getting whatever out that it's supposed to. So if you guys feel like you're not getting a really good deep in the pores clean, get one of these. As y'all can see, my batteries died, and then the other batteries I put in there are not even, I guess, strong enough. But as y'all can see, without the vibration, which the batteries provide, by the way, without the vibration, it still pretty much does a good job when it comes to like cleaning your face, exfoliating it, and giving you the brush motion to be able to really get in your pores and really give your face the massage that it needs without the vibration. Even though the vibration is really good too. Really good. I don't know what the heck I was just... Y'all, don't pay me no mind. I was supposed to be trying to put my fingers up to show perfecto. But you know what? Pay me no mind, okay? I'm about to rinse this off my face and rinse this out. Guys, I have just been getting myself on the vibe of taking care of myself, upgrading myself, my energy, my care of myself, all of that. So with these videos that I've been providing lately, that's what it's been a reflection of me showing you guys how I'm taking care of myself. And maybe if you guys are on the same mission, you can put a comment in the comment section and tell me about your journey. I'm showing you part of mine. So it would be fun for you guys to tell me about your journey if you're on the same journey, or if you plan on doing the same thing and you have any questions, or, you know, maybe watching this video brought up some new questions that you didn't have before. Put a comment in the comment section. I wouldn't mind talking to you guys. It's a vibe, you know? Truth Tribe is always a vibe, so I would love to hear from you. So, next up, I've washed my face with the glycolic. I don't know why I've been so tongue-tied lately, but anyway, acid cleanser. Washed my face with that already. And the next thing on the list to do is do my mask. So the mask that I'm going to be using today is my Real Skin Facial Mask Honey Moisturizing Antioxidant. Honey is enriched with antioxidant nutrients and healing compounds. So this is what I'm going to be using today. It says honey is enriched with antioxidant nutrients and healing compounds. It can absorb moisture greater than cotton and fabric. Is soft, breathable, lightweight, and comfortable. And I've already used a couple of masks. Yesterday I used the aloe. Today I'm using the honey. And for the first video, I think I might have used charcoal, but if I didn't, I forgot. Don't quote me, y'all. But anyway, I have like a multiple pack of different kinds that does different things. So this is going to be the one that I'm going to be using today. Honey. Honey for my honey bunny. Hey. It doesn't smell like honey. It smells like an antioxidant though. I almost want to lick it because I eat a lot of honey, y'all. I'm sorry, I eat a lot of honey, so I almost want to taste it, but I'm not gonna do that because it might have something in there that I shouldn't be eating, which probably shouldn't be on my face either. But we're not gonna think too much about that, and we're gonna stop talking, and we're gonna find out how to unfold this bad boy. Here we go. There we go. Now, I'm gonna unfold. Get it open. Get it open without tearing it, darling. I'm trying to concentrate, Joe. Trying to make sure I don't tear it. Okay, so I know it's like 15 or 20 minutes to keep this on for. We're gonna do 15. Okay, so the clock on here says 21 minutes. So we're gonna wait 15 minutes. So we're gonna wait until that says 36. So while we're waiting, I'm gonna try my hands. And I'm gonna give you guys a story time. Y'all know by now, if you guys have been watching me for a little while, I do on the spot story times because I'm full of a lot of different experiences that I've had in my life, that I've learned from, and that I see later in life a lot of times. So a lot of times I like to talk about certain things and share it with people to help other people out, because a lot of times you can help people out by sharing your stories with them, because a lot of times sometimes people have the same story that you have or similar, and you can help them by actually helping yourself a lot of times, and you just don't realize it. So that's the point of me doing these story times. Just in case you guys was wondering, like, what's all the story times about? That's what it's about. It's about me wanting to be an inspiration to my subscribers, wanting to be that voice of reason, wanting to be that person that I kind of wish I had, that always, even though they might not always have the right thing to say, they're always trying to make sure that they can say the right things to you, and they, you know, put that effort out there, as opposed to making you feel like crap and making you feel like you're not worth that effort. So I'm going to I said we're going to wait till that gets to 36, and it's not there yet. So let me think, what's the story time that I can share with you guys? Thinking. Okay. I have a really juicy one, but I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna skip that and go to something else. I'm gonna share with you guys a story time. It's kind of close to my spirit, close to my heart. It's a story time that actually was one of the first experiences that I had that showed me in real life that people, even children, as children, will use you and then throw you away like you never mattered to them. This was one of my first examples of that in my life. And it was a learning experience, because even though it hurt like heck, like it really did hurt, like, because these people that it happened with was people that I trusted and that I really looked at as friends at some point. And so being as though I realized later that they never really was my friend because they were using me the whole time. At the same time, regardless of that, I had to focus on, instead of the pain of the experience that I'm about to tell you guys, I had to focus on what lesson was that experience teaching me. So I'm going to rename these girls because basically to protect their identity, because I didn't speak to them about sharing this story. So I'm going to protect their identity by changing their names. So these girls, quote unquote, in my eyes as a youngin', were my best friends, or were my friends. And when I said as a youngin', I mean one of the young ladies I met, I was 10, she was 9. And the other young lady I met, I think we met a year or two before the other young lady. So basically I had 2 friends. Light-skinned friend and a dark-skinned friend. Y'all know that song, light-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson, got a dark-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson. Yeah, so that was I can't even laugh right in this mess, but that was the vibe of us. It was 3 of us. I was kind of in the middle. As y'all can see, I'm kind of like dark, like not really dark, kind of like in the middle complected. And I had a light-skinned friend and a dark-skinned friend. So I'm going to rename light-skinned friend, because was she the oldest or was I the oldest? I think I'm the oldest. No, she's the oldest. So I believe she's like a year older than me. And the other young lady is a year younger than me. So, but we're all around the same age. Light-skinned friend, we're going to call her Dana, okay? Dark-skinned friend, we're going to call Janie, okay? So we have Dana and we have Janie. Dana and Janie, I'm going to shorten this as best as I can, since this is not about this story. I'm going to try to shorten it. So, Dana and Janie were my best friends growing up. I don't know if they ever called me a best friend because of the way that they treated me later. I thought that they did. I thought that's how they looked at me, just like I thought, just like I know that's how I looked at them. But anyway, like I said, because of the way they ended up treating me later, I realized obviously you weren't a best friend, because a best friend would never throw a friendship away over nothing that was like not harmful to you or for you. So the specific story I'm going to share with you guys is something that's close to my heart, because I believe that's probably a big reason why these ladies never took me seriously. I had a problem, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you may have ran into the video that I did where I discuss the fact that I'm a foster child. I'm not a child anymore, obviously, but I was a foster child growing up. I never was officially adopted, because my mom said she wanted me to be able to hold on to my name just in case I wanted to find my family or whatever. So she said that's why she didn't change my name. But anyways, beyond that, I was a foster child my whole life. And I believe as a result of being a foster child my whole life, I had some complications of dealing with that, because of course, like when I found out that I was a foster child, I was 5 years old. So when I found that out, I didn't know how to deal with that. Like, who knows how to deal with finding out at 5 years old you're still a child, that your family that you look at as your family is in fact not your real family. Excuse me, y'all. That's something that's like a bit much for a 5-year-old to really process and register without it having an impact on her in a way that may not be the best way, but it was the best thing that she could do for herself, being as though nobody set me down and asked me, like, Ruth, how do you feel about being a foster child? How do you feel about not knowing your biological family? Like, nobody set me down and asked me that. And I was like, how am I supposed to deal with this? So I communicated with myself, since nobody else communicated with me the way that I felt like I really needed to be communicated with. So I communicated with myself a lot. I talk to myself a lot. I still do. And so what if you think I'm crazy for it? Because honestly, I look at it like this, and I'm not sure where I got this saying from, but I did get it from somebody. They said, listen, I might talk to myself a lot, and y'all might say that that's crazy. But you know what? I have come to realize, because you cannot trust a lot of people, that a lot of times I have to talk to myself because I need expert advice. And even though I might not be an expert at everything, I know that I have my best interest at heart. So I'm never going to tell myself something that I know would turn me into the wrong direction or lead me wrong. But somebody else that might be jealous, that might be a hater, that might be a fraud, they'll try to tell me some information specifically to try to hurt me. And if I believe them, I could be doomed. But if I at least believe myself, I know I will never purposefully put myself in a position to hurt myself. I'm always going to make decisions to try to make sure that I don't hurt myself, or if I do hurt myself, that I learn from that hurt. I learned from that hurting experience. So going back to the focus of what I'm actually talking about and speaking of and trying to concise all of this in one short story, what ended up happening was I thought to myself and I decided, okay, since you're really kind of confused about your family in real life, and this family is not even your biological family, create a family. Now, I'm a creative person, and obviously I was like that from a child. So this is what my young mind thought up to do to protect myself, because I didn't know how else to deal with the realization of the fact that I'm in a whole family that's not even my biological blood family. And if anything biologically happens and is wrong with me, they could never biologically help me. That was a realization I had to reach very young. So y'all keep that in mind. So we're going to fast forward. I found out all that information at 5 years old. And we're going to fast forward to about like maybe 11, 12. It's around about when this happened, where I was friends with Dana and Jane. Oh, wait. Did I say Jane? No, I don't think I named her Jane, but we're going to say Jane. Dana and Jane. I was friends with them for a few years already. A couple of years to a few years. I'm not exactly sure how long we were cool by this time. But I believe I was around 11, maybe 12 years old when this actual situation occurred. And what happened was I started telling those two ladies lies, basically. I started telling them lies, made up stories that I made up myself of a family that I created in my head that made me feel less embarrassed to tell people, like, yeah, so my family's not really my family. So I didn't have to tell people that. I made up lies. I made up stories, and I told people these really juicy, creative stories. And these were the two girls that was a part of those groups of people that I told that, because I knew that they didn't know yet that I was a foster child and that those stories that I was talking about wasn't true. They didn't know that yet. So it had became fun for me to like recreate my life. And that's kind of what I did by telling them stories. making the long story shorter as possible, as short as possible, they ended up finding out that those stories were not true. So to give you guys an example of the stories that I would tell them, I basically saw the lives of the young girls that I was friends with, and I saw different details of their life that I liked and I wish that I had, and I kind of just put all of that together and made it my own story. That's what I did. I'm telling on myself like a mug right now. But anyway, so when I did that, like I said, at the time, they didn't know that none of that stuff was true. Or if any of it wasn't, bulk of it wasn't true. So, like I said, come to find out later, not come to find out, they found out later that I wasn't being honest and a lot of this stuff wasn't true. And they were very upset with me. Like, they judged me harshly. They was like, what? What do you mean it's not true? So, I'm sorry. Short attention span, I forgot what I was saying for a second. So I'm going to tell you guys an example. An example of what I would tell them is, one thing, Jane had 3 sisters. Was it 3 sisters? Yeah, 3 sisters. 2 she lived with, but 3 sisters. And I took that detail and also the detail of Dana having multiple different siblings, and I decided I wanted to create a story where I had a lot of siblings and I had a mom and a dad, because in real life I only had a mom, never had a dad. So them two, even though they weren't close to their dads, they always talked about their mom and their dads. So I made up a story where I had a mom and a dad, and I had 3 sisters that I was very close to and had like a sisterly vibe with and everything like that. Guys, I'm going to pause and hold on that because I have to take this off my face now. It's time to take it off. So that's off. Y'all see? Looks good. Looks really good, actually. Alright, so I'm gonna throw that away. And on to the next thing. I put that story on pause at the young ladies got very angry and upset with me because they found out, and me telling them that I had 3 sisters, a mom and a dad, and just different stories about that. A lot of that wasn't true, if any of it. And they felt some type of way about me telling them stories that wasn't true. So they judged me very harshly, and it was like, why would you tell us that? Why would you say this is not true? You're a liar, da 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 da. So I'm gonna pause on that. What I'm about to do right now, while I pause on that, is I'm going to do my next step, and that is, let me be careful with this candle. Y'all, I gotta be careful, all this fire and stuff. Actually, I need to turn that heat down because it's a little hot. Y'all, please excuse me for a moment. I have to turn this heat down. Sorry about that, y'all. Now, back like I never left. I'm going to wet my clean towel, my clean hand towel that I just had in my hand. You guys probably saw it already. I'm going to wet that with all hot water, and then I'm going to wrap my face with it a few times to allow the steam to really draw out all of the impurities in my face, y'all, because I'm about to start my suction with my suction tool. I'm going to extract all of the oils and whatever else is in my skin below the surface, blackheads, whiteheads, all that craziness. Got to get all of that out, guys. So I'm running this hot water so it's nice and hot. So it has my hand towel nice and hot, and with the steam coming out, Y'all, please excuse how my hand towel looks because this is an old hand towel because I don't have any new ones yet. So don't judge me. Anywho, guys, this is a serious vibe because my face feels so relaxed right now. Just from doing the little bit that I've done already, my face feels wonderful. Yes, it does. Y'all, it really do feel good. My face feels so good. And I'm not even finished yet. And it felt good when I did it in the first video, so I already knew that was going to happen. But I'm just letting you guys in on the vibe of, guys, if y'all was here, y'all would be able to witness and see yourself. But since you guys aren't here, y'all are able to see it this way. Guys, like I said, don't judge my towel. Woo! And guys, just to let you guys know, just in case some of you guys may have the same problem that I have, if you guys have been watching me for a while, y'all know because I mentioned it to you guys a number of times. I have a medical issue where I have an overwhelming amount of mucus in my system because of eating a diet majority of my life of way too much, obviously, creamy products. Oh, look, I'm looking like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But anyway, other than that, my skin looks good. But I'm going to wet that one more time. Maybe even 2 more times because I like how good that feels. So good, y'all. Y'all, when you wet, let me do it now. When you wet your clean towel with like all hot water, let it get real hot and steamy, and put it on your face like I just did. Y'all see how it looks, but how it feels is even better. So, y'all, I have a few blemishes. I do have a few blemishes, as you can see. But my face does not look too bad because, y'all, I used to have terribly bad, not terrible, but terrible enough to the point that I had a problem with my self-esteem because of that for a while as a child. And I remember that too. But guys, I'm about to get back into the story. Just give me a second. Oh, this water is so hot. It's hot tamale. Toyota, hot. Y'all remember that commercial? Y'all, don't copyright me for that. I just was going on a nice little memory lane. YouTube, don't copyright me for that, please. I'm just having fun, okay? We know it's a commercial that I didn't create. So anyways, I am going to put this back on my face. Actually, this needs to be ringed out some more. And wring it out real good so it won't drip so much. It's too drippy. Okay. I'm going to put this on my face again. Oh, okay. So you guys may be wondering, like, okay, so how did your friends find out that none of that stuff was true? Here's the thing. My mom was my teacher at the time. as well as their teachers also at different times. So that's how they ended up finding out, because spending so much time around my mom and spending so much time around my family, they would hear people talking and hear people saying certain things and be like, huh? Don't Ruth got 3 sisters? Don't Ruth got a dad? Blah, 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 blah. And that's how they ended up finding out that a lot of this stuff wasn't true. Just in case you guys was wondering, because I figured that's probably something that y'all wondering in y'all head, like, well, how did they find out? So anyway, once they found out, they were very upset with me. They were very judgmental of me, and they obviously never got over that, because even though we ended up being cool again, so I thought, all the way up until all of us graduated from high school. Actually, let me pause for a second. Dana and I, we weren't that close after that particular situation. We kind of distanced ourselves quite a bit, but we didn't cut off all ties, but we were a little distant after that. But Jane and I, we were still very, very close, very, very cool, to the point that she went on vacations with my family with me. We went places together, even though my mom barely ever let me go anywhere, ever. If I did go, my mom would let me go places with her. So, you know, she had kind of became a part of the family. And I'm like, I realized that she just was using us, because her mom wasn't able to spend time with her as much as my mom was able to spend time with me. Her mom took her on vacations with her and stuff like that, but she wasn't able to do that as often probably as she wanted to. And so she basically used my mom to go on vacations. She used me too, because she used me as being her friend, and she knew that she wasn't still cool with me. She knew she still judged me. She knew she still looked at me a certain weird behind kind of way, and still wasn't real enough to tell me, like, listen, I don't, you know, even though I'm still trying to act like I'm cool with you, I don't really like the fact that you told us what you told us. And if they would have actually mentioned it to me later on, when I realized how to, like, really speak for myself and find out, like, what my reason for that really was and understand myself, then I would have been able to explain it to them. But they didn't even give me the common courtesy or respect to even, like, basically ask me, like, well, why did you do that? Like, how did you feel? Like, they didn't care. They just cared about the fact that, oh, you lied to us. How could you lie to us? We're supposed to be your friends. Because it wasn't about the lie. It was about me finally trying to make myself feel like I wasn't awkward and I wasn't the weirdo with no dad, and a family is not even my real family. And then I tell y'all about a made-up family, and y'all mad at me for telling y'all about a made-up family, but half of that was true, because my family that was my family wasn't my real family anyway. So that's why I said, even though I made up a lot of the story, parts of it was true, because it was true that my family wasn't my genuinely real family, because I was a foster child. They weren't my blood, you know? But anyways, I realized and learned from that story and from that experience that people are only going to understand you from their level of understanding. Because they ain't have no understanding of what it meant to be adopted, a foster child, or anything, or being in a family that they was not biologically connected to. That's why they didn't understand what I was talking about. That's why they didn't understand what I was going through. And being as though nobody else was, like, trying to help me out to understand what to do, it kind of just put me in a messed up situation, sort of. But it made me realize how judgmental people are, and it made me understand that no matter what my complications and my issues are, I should not add to the judgmentalness that is on this planet that people offer oh so freely, but yet they don't want to be judged themselves though. It's just kind of weird to me. But anyway, what I'm about to do right now is, as you guys can see, this is the suction tool that I was talking about. The actual name for the tool, I'm not sure if it's suction tool or not. I'm calling it a suction tool because I don't have the box in front of me and I'm not about to go look for it. So yes, I'm doing the neck thing because I got a little bit of the attitude, because I know people probably going to put comments in the comment section and be like, wait, that ain't called no suction tool. If it ain't, then you know what it is. Good for you. So I'm going to call this a suction tool because I don't know the name of it. Okay? Now what I'm about to do is I'm about to use this in certain areas of my face that I feel like needs, the buildup taken out. And y'all not going to be able to see that part. And honestly, I don't think y'all want to see it anyway. So, yeah. So if y'all never seen this before, this is basically like a tool that people can use for when they have clogged pores. And I have that problem. So that's what I'm using it for. And that's what most people use it for. If there's any other uses just for this, I'm not sure. I don't know. I only know what I use it for. So like I've mentioned already, this is not my first time using this. This is like my second time using it now. It works fairly well. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. I definitely see the difference in my skin since I used it the first time. And I'm actually pretty excited to see how well it's going to affect my skin using it again. Because this is one thing that I've been wanting to do for a while. But a lot of these tools that I haven't had for a while, not only did I just find out about a lot of them, also, as well as just finding out about a lot of them, it wasn't so convenient to try to get certain things. Some things, it was a little bit easier to find than others. So that was another situation as well. But thank God for Amazon, because honestly, even though I don't find everything in Amazon, it's a number of things that I was able to conveniently locate and find on Amazon that I previously may have had issues with before Amazon. So this is not sponsored or anything by Amazon. Y'all can holler at me, because I would definitely sponsor y'all if y'all want me to. I'd love to. It'd be a pleasure. I mean, I use you guys so much anyway. Why not? I'm already a part of the team. So you guys, I'm about to show y'all a little bit of what I am doing. Just in case y'all want to see it. I preferably wouldn't want to see this nastiness, but some people do. I don't even want to see it in my own face, so I definitely don't be understanding why some people be wanting to see this, but regardless, I'll show you guys. I don't have a problem with showing you that if you don't have a problem with seeing it. But if you do have a problem with seeing it, my apologies. You might want to turn from the screen now, Because here I come. I'm just going to show you guys an example of how it looks. Woo! Hit my table. And y'all, I've noticed that after using this the first time, that I ended up having some I gotta look at what I'm doing, y'all. I ended up having some issues where some parts of my skin is like dark from the suction. So that's one thing I could tell you guys about that I didn't know about before I used it. It's a little annoying, granted. But y'all, the results is that your pores are not so clogged up and bumpy and crazy looking anymore. And that's worth it. Because it takes a few days and everything clears up. So, there's that. Even though there's a few stubborn heads that I be wanting to just squeeze out because it's like it don't want to come out even from the tool. They're so stubborn. So y'all, this is taking a while. Like I said, some of these areas is not even like doing it. But all the areas that I can get it, I'm getting it. And it's getting a lot. Some of these things hurt, y'all. Oh. Whew. Okay, guys. I'm not about to do that much. That's it. I'm going to do only that. Put the suction in. Woo! My face is all red. Giving Rudolph, right? I know. Anywho, so I extracted my face with my tool. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to one more time soak my face with the steam. So I'm going to run the hot water, and I'm going to clean off my tool here because we don't want to put that away dirty. So clean that off and put that back. As well as get the hot water all over this hand towel that I'm going to use one more time for my face before I get the rest of this box completely used to finish my facial. At home facial spa. I am going to be doing this regularly every few weeks. Probably once a month or twice a month. I have to figure it out. Ooh, this is so hot. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. Ah! Oh, it's so hot. Hot. I need it hot though. Some of these dark heads, they won't come out, yo. And it's probably because I need to put more hot steam on it. Even though I really don't want to do that suction again. But I will do this again because this feels good. So if y'all wonder, well, why did she tell us that story? Because I wanted to tell y'all what I learned about how people can be, even as children. How I wasn't honest as a child, but I had my reasons because of being a damaged child and being a foster child and not knowing my biological family. How else do you suppose that a child is supposed to be able to handle that and deal with that without having anybody schooling them and letting them know, listen, I know this is an inopportune, so awkward situation that you don't hear too many other people talking about the same thing, so you want to just fit in to a certain extent where you don't seem so awkward and weird, and instead of people understanding it, they want to judge you. And I'm just informing you guys of some of the things that personal experiences that I've went through that taught me something. And that taught me something. That taught me, be careful who you make your friends. Be careful who you think your friends are. Because at the end of the day, excuse me, they may not be your friend. They may just be pretending to be your friend for that time frame for some reason, unbeknownst to you. And they might have some ulterior motive that could hurt you. Because people like that, they have the capability of hurting you whether they want to or not, just because of the simple fact that they not even being understanding of the circumstances at hand, let alone anything else. And it's not just kids that do that, adults do it too. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, to be in with the vibe, with a nice little story time with a lesson attached to it. So what I'm about to do next is I'm going to use this glycol acid toner, which I'm using as my extra cleanser and toner, of course. I'm going to use one of my cotton balls that I have here, and I'm going to douse this with a cotton ball and then in circular motion, I'm going to put it all over my face, and I'm going to put it in upward motion because I like to make sure that I put most, if not all, products. Oh, y'all. I hate that I just had to motherfucking waste all of that. That's crazy. Okay. Anyway, we're going to continue to go. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. Do this first. Basically, what I was trying to say earlier before I dropped my stuff is that when I was in cosmetology school, they told us whenever you are applying face products to your face or anybody else's face, always be sure to make a habit of stroking upward or massaging upward or applying upward. Because when you do that, your face is full of muscles, right? And your muscles, if you keep them tight and firm, they stay tight and firm. But if you keep them drawn down and like saggy, that's how they're going to stay. It's a number of people that I know that have muscle, but it's sagging. Same thing in your face. Sometimes people have muscle sagging in their face simply because they don't know to massage upward when they're applying anything to their face. When they're washing their face, a lot of times it's good to try to, I know it's hard, like when you're washing, because sometimes you have to wash in circular motion just to make sure you can get in there and really get it clean. But just to get yourself in the habit of doing upward motion when you're putting stuff on your face, just to keep your face tight, keep your skin tight, keep your skin right, like it's very necessary and important to do. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that from school, and I also learned it by just listening to the people in school and doing it myself. And I realized I seen a difference myself in my own skin, seeming that like it feels like it's getting tighter just because you're doing that upward motion. I don't know if it's a mind thing or not, but I'm telling y'all, it works for me. So if it works for me, it could probably work for you, more than likely too. So anyway, next up, since I don't have the vibration that I need to actually use these other tools that I usually use with my hand tool that I showed you guys and wash my face with, I'm not going to use the rest of those. I'm just going to leave those there just because obviously the vibration's not working. So the tap and potent, actually I could do it on my face myself. The tap and potent that I was going to do on my face with the massager, the hand massager, I can't even use that because the vibration is not working. So I'm just going to tap on my face just slightly because this is just a form of massaging. So did a little bit of that. Got finished with the toner. That's done. Next up, we have, this is vitamin C cream. So this reduces the appearance of lines and wrinkles. So complete hydration, diminishes dark spots, antioxidant protection. So this is really good for if you are trying to make sure that your skin, like I said, stays tight, stays youthful looking, things of that sorts. Vitamin C is good for it. And just in case you're wondering, no, this doesn't have any specific scent or smell to it. But it feels good though. It definitely feels good. So that's done. Put that over there. And then last but not least, on this collection of products that I'm using today, Pure Hyaluronic Acid Serum, Antioxidant Protection, Moisture Retention. 1 to 2 pumps to fingertips with circular motion until fully absorbed. So 1, 2, and boop, 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 boop. Okay, so we're completed with that. I'm gonna put that back in there, that back in there, and that back in there. And we're gonna close that up because we're done with that. Now, next step we're gonna handle is we're gonna use the Jade Roller and Geisha. So, I'm using this for directions. This is the directions that tells you how to use everything. So, this is the Geisha Roller. This is the Jade Roller, and this is the Geisha right here. This is the Geisha, and this is the Jade. Jade. Isn't it pretty? So cute. And this is the Geisha. Made of rose quartz, natural stone. Okay. So, what they tell me to do is step 1, begin with your neck. Okay, start with the neck. And they're saying, start the neck or clavicle and move upward with gentle and slow pressure. So which side I'm supposed to start the neck on? I suppose this, because this is the larger. So start with your neck or clavicle and move upward with gentle and slow pressure. Gentle and slow. If I seem a little fast, y'all, it's my anxiety. I do a lot of different things quickly because of my anxiety. So please, y'all, just work with me here. My anxiety start kicking in. I start doing a lot of things fast. All right, they said the neck first, then move to your face, light gesture. When rolling on your cheeks, chin, and forehead, please roll outwards, away from the center of your face toward your hairline. From one side of your nose, move to outwards. Okay, so they're saying forehead and cheeks roll outward. And chin roll outward too. Ow, that hurt a little bit. Okay, and then roll the roller from the inner corner of your eye out the slightest touch. Okay, that feels really good. All right, guys. So, after that, they say how to use the geisha. Start with the neck and the jawline. So this is the geisha. We'll start with the neck and the jawline, and around the mouth between 5 to 8 per area with slight pressure. You can do it more as you like. So they're saying basically, I guess you do like this, neck and the jawline and the chin. Gently slide under the eyes, eyebrows, and from your forehead up to your hairline. So glide under the eyes. And the eyebrows. And your forehead. Okay, you can also use on your shoulders and backs and legs, okay, to relieve tension, but we're not about to do that right now. So, I'm gonna put this back, roll this back, and then we're finished that portion. And last but not least, guys, I'm going to put this on. It's called Liqueur Paris Multi-Use Cream. It's infused with shea butter, aloe vera, and vitamin E. This is a cream that I got in a set that my best friend got me when we went to Las Vegas last year. Around sometime in September last year, we went to Las Vegas. And she bought me a kit to, it was like a really nice face care kit, and this was a part of the kit. Now the first part of the kit was the face wash part. I didn't use that today, but that was something that I usually used in my regimen that I haven't used in a while, but I will be using that again though. But I've just been getting myself regularly used to consistent week to week, month to month care, as opposed to less time than that. And I believe that the stuff that my best friend bought me that goes with this, I believe you can only use it once a month. And I believe I used it about 3 or 4 months, and then I hadn't used it since. I'm definitely going to use it again. But my face looks pretty good from the regimens that I have started. So I'm probably just going to probably when I'm finished this box or something, probably going to use the rest of the other stuff that I have. Just so I know I'm going to use it all up, because I don't like to waste anything, because I know how it feels to be in need. I've been in situations where I've been homeless and I've been messed up and jacked up in my pocket. So I know how it feels to be in need. So therefore I know how to not waste anything. So that's why I try to make sure that I do. So I'm going to put this on my face, guys, and then I'll be out of your hair, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope and pray that you guys really enjoyed the video, and that you like, comment, and subscribe, and you press that bell notification button, because that lets you know whenever I upload to my channel. If you would like to see, as soon as I upload to my channel, you can click that bell notification button and subscribe to my channel, so that I can be able to get the algorithm going and get the information, the vibes, and the good energy spread to even more people that's going to love the scenery, love what I'm doing, also want to be a part of self-care, self-love. And if you guys have any comments that you like, or what ideas you think that I should probably do for my next videos, make a comment in the comment section, guys. Don't be a stranger. Talk to me. We're friends now. We're a part of a tribe. We're part of a team that can actually help each other to be able to be better individuals. So why not? Thank you guys again for watching. Mwah. Till next time.